Recording. Welcome, everybody. And it's another beautiful day in the villages for Dawn's 11 o'clock class. This is an advanced class. Remember, everything that I give you today is absolutely optional. You don't need it, but I do hope that you push yourself a little bit. Why? Because it's good for you. Yep. Push yourself, and that means that you'll always challenge yourself, and the more you do something, the easier it will get. Our two songs today, What Is This Thing Called Love and When I Fall in Love. And the very first song is one that I really was unfamiliar with until I started doing it last week. And I really actually fell in love with it. Um, the best background I found,
Hello.
I actually found two, was Miami Beat or Slumdoggy. Those were both really good backgrounds. Why? Because you're looking for something exotic. Now, first of all, this is Cole Porter. And Cole Porter has a tendency to go from a minor chord to a major chord and back again. That was just his style of writing. He absolutely composed completely differently from a lot of other composers. You can almost tell that it's his song just from listening to the chord changes. This is done in 1929, and it was written for the
Gosh.
musical Wake Up and Dream, which I had never heard of before. And that's because it's a musical review, and it actually had 24 sets, 500 costumes, a large international cast, and there was an actual book that went along with it. And so a review is normally just a place for people to introduce the new songs that they've composed or introduce a new singer that they're trying to get out in the market. But this sounds like it was heavy duty. 24 sets and 500 costumes. Wow. One of the other songs that was in this review was Let's Do It, Let's Fall in Love. And then What Is This Thing Called Love, also came from it. Now, you have to think, Ella Fitzgerald was one of the people that did this. Les Paul, Artie Shaw, Dave Brubeck, Bing Crosby in 1955, Tommy Dorsey, Billie Holiday, a lot of the um, jazz people did it. Barbara Streisand already, she did a beautiful job of this as well. Now think of somebody like Ella Fitzgerald in a Miami Cuban club with the Chiquita banana hats and with the palm trees and the real exotic type dancing. And I think you're going to get an idea of what this song is about. And if you go to YouTube, it will also help. We are in the key of C, believe it or not, and it does start with a C7, but it's actually a C9. So we'll change that in a minute. But here we go. Okay, does that sound recognizable to anybody?
No.
No. Yeah, I know. This is
Yes.
yes. Some people who said
What?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Okay, good.
absolutely.
Good.
What
Did
style?
it sound right with that type of a background?
Yep.
What style was that?
That was actually called Miami Beat.
Beat. Yeah.
Miami Beat. And
What
that's
tempo were you at on that?
I'm at 110.
Oh,
If
okay.
you do not have the Miami Beat, some of your other Latins would be good. Jazz Club worked very well. Slumdoggy does a very nice job on this too, because what you're looking for is an exotic sound. You're looking for something to make it real exotic, because from what I remember, the whole show, the whole review was kind of done on like African drum beats and things like this, more exotic backgrounds and sounds. And if they had that many different sets and that many different costumes, it was probably done on an exotic type of a thing. So very interesting. And yes, it goes from that minor sound to a major sound. You just never know what to expect with that chord. And that makes it very interesting and very interesting to play. Some of you are going to say, it's all right. I don't care for it. And that's all right, because that's Cole Porter as well. You either really like what he does and you like some of his bizarre changes, or you're not really all that interested in them, and that's okay too. Let's do some extra chords. Why? Because, yes, I'm feeling evil today. All right.
Well, there's
That
lots
very
of room for you
first
to do it.
C, make it a C9 if you wish. Now, a C9 is four-fingered chord. C chicken, D dinosaur, E elephant, and B flat, flat butterflies. You may put that on the bottom if you wish and play all four right in a row like this. Or you can play it like this, whichever one is more comfortable for you. Okay, so let's continue. The second line, the F minor is good. The G7 is good. At the end of that line, the last measure, beat 3, over the D sharp for the word called, put in a G augmented or a G7 augmented, Gorilla 7 augmented. Your notes for that are D sharp, F, G, B. Dinosaur sharp, F fish, G gorilla, and B butterfly. And that can be in any order, by the way. Let's go to the next line. The C chord is good for 2 measures. By the way, that C7 that's there in measure 2, cross it out and throw it away. We're not going to use that. But measure 3, beat 1 over the B flat for the word who, make it a C9. Now, you can always substitute a C7 for a C9 right there. But a C9, once again, is C, D, E, and B flat in any order. Let's go to page 2. All right. See, I'm not so evil after all. Page 2, the C chord is good for 2 measures. If you want to put that no chord in there, that's fine, but that's optional. Cross out the F and replace it with C minor, chicken minor, or C minor 7. So it'll be C chicken, E flat, and B flat. Flat elephants and flat butterflies. And that's good for 1 measure. Line 1, last measure, over that blacked in quarter note. Now put your F or F7 back in. All right. Second line, the B flat can be a B flat major 7, or it can be a B flat major 9. A B flat major 9. Now the major 7 is just A and B flat right next to each other. And the major 9 adds a C and a D. And it can be in any order, but I just find all together is the easiest. A alligator, B flat, flat butterfly, C chicken, and D dinosaur. Or just play the B major 7. That's good for 1 measure. Measure 2, over that half rest, over that rectangle, put a B flat, plain old B flat. Measure 3, cross out the F minor, but put a box around the A flat. Measure 4, third beat, over that quarter note triplet, over the C for the word through, put in an A flat 7. A flat 7 is G flat and A flat.
G flat and A flat.
Third line, you have a G, Play the G, but cross the G7 out. We're just going to play G. The no chord is fine, or just play it on G, doesn't matter. The C, make it a C9. You can play C7 if you want, but C9 is preferable. C, D, E, B flat, or B flat, C, D, E. Next line, no changes. Last line, the G7 is good for 1.5 measures. The second measure, beat 3 over the E flat, is a G7 augmented, or just a G augmented. Those 4 notes are D sharp, F, G, and B. And then the very last chord is a C6-9. And as you can see, I have Mr. Eric moving some stuff in. Say hi to everybody, Eric. By the way, for those of you that haven't seen Eric in a while, see me after class. We can fix that. A C6-9. All right, that's a 5-finger chord. So you got to watch that. It is C, D, E, G, and A. C, D, E, G, A. So you're just playing all those notes at the same time and skipping the F. And it will tell you in the window that it's a C6-9. So if you're not sure, check your window and make sure that you do have the right chord. If it's right, it will tell you that.
Could I see you play that, Dawn? CD. Okay.
It's,
Thank
yep.
you.
You're just skipping the F.
Okay.
You're just skipping the F.
Dawn,
Yes.
this is Carol. The copy that I have of this song, the very last line is
Uh-huh.
none of the letters have shown up. I have an A flat,
Oh, a G and a G.
a G and a G.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
it's an E flat
And
and
a
a
high
C.
E flat and a C. Yep.
Very
Oh, did
good.
you get the
Okay.
bottom cut off when I sent that to you?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
that's okay.
I try.
Thank you.
I try. Sometimes the machines don't like to cooperate.
I know.
Dawn, quick question.
Yes, Ken.
If you get a chance, ask Eric if he's gonna go from your place to pick up my organ. And
Oh,
I'll
I
meet
don't.
him.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Eric. Who are you doing first? Yeah, I got a couple of those. Ken Whaley just wants to know how soon he needs to. Ken Whaley, that's the one that's going down to the Masonic Lodge. Oh, that's going to be his last one, Ken. He's got to do 3 other ones first, or at least 2 other ones first.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll
Yeah.
be a little while. Okay, sorry about that. It's Eric's here. When Eric's here, we all have to figure
Dawn?
out what's going on. Yes, question.
Second page, third line,
Uh-huh.
and the C7, you said across, C9, and then the letters were B, D, E flat.
C, D, E, C, D, E, and B flat. And the B flat can go top or bottom.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And it sounds really good on Slumdoggy as well.
Mhm.
So let's try it on Slumdoggy. Now, for those of you that have smaller instruments and you don't have these, for example, a Freedom 3 does not have either one of these. So what are you supposed to use? Well, you do have a disco, so try that. And you also have a Latin one called a Rumba Ricky. Rumba Ricky works pretty well at 110. And because this is a jazz standard, pretty much any sound you want is going to be fine. Piano, guitar, organ, horns. Jazz bands always had big horns. And if you think of, some of these the Latin bands, they always had big horns. What I have here is big piano plus and a guitar with some strings on the bottom. So we'll give that one a try. It's called Slumdoggy. And we'll play
And
it one more time.
What tempo on that?
We're at 110.
110,
110.
Okay.
Okay. Accidentally hit the stop button. I was trying to hit the intro ending. But try to find something bouncy and exotic. Your disco will work. Try some of the other discos that you may have in your instrument, or try some of the other Latin beats and just see what you can come up with. But I really loved it on the Miami beat and the Slumdoggy. I thought those just gave it that energy that it was needing. And if you go to YouTube and look it up, I think you'll find that a couple of the singers actually did it that way, and it worked out really nicely.
Dawn, what about,
Okay.
Dawn, what
Questions?
about on the fanfare? What would I use?
Oh, fanfare. What would I use? Jazz Club is good. I don't know if you have Slumdoggy on the fanfare. Not sure. I don't think you do. I will look and see. Who asked me for that?
Judy Ferguson.
All right, Miss Judy, I will look up something
I
good
ha-
for the
Dawn,
fanfare.
I have
Thank you,
Sundowning
Dawn.
on the journey.
Do you have it on the journey? I think you do.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's under Broadway.
Okay. Yep. I know it's on the journey. So Judy, you're just gonna have to see me after class. No, I will. I
Right.
will look at the fanfare. I will absolutely look at the fanfare and
Thank you.
see if I can find something, and I will email you. Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right. Ramon has to go help his sister rake leaves. Okay. I hope he jumps in the leaf pile and has a wonderful time. Okay. Any questions about what is this thing called love? I will do fingering at the end, because some people really don't care to have fingering, and I don't want to make them sit through it. So we'll go on to our next song. Our next song is When I Fall in Love. We have done this many times before. If you haven't done this with me, I think you're going to love, love, love the new chords that I'm putting in, because it came from a jazz book and the chords are fabulous. This song was introduced in a movie called 1 Minute to Zero. I've never seen the movie, but I think I would like to, because it's a 1952 romantic war film starring Robert Mitchum and Ann Blyth, set during the Korean War. Jerry Southern sang it on the first recording. The first hit version was by Doris Day 3 months later. In 1996, Natalie Cole did this duet with her late father, Nat King Cole. You know, this along with Unforgettable were some of the duets that she did with some of his videos. When I thought that was just amazing when they did that, when she would sing along with her dad. Johnny Mathis in 1959, Etta James in 1960, The Letterman in 1961, Donny Osmond in 1973. Linda Ronstadt did this as the lead track in 1984 to her Lush Life album. If you've never heard her do some of these fabulous standards, get that Lush Life album and or listen to it on YouTube and just hear how amazing her voice is on all of these standard songs. This was also done in Sleepless in Seattle by Celine Dion and Clive Griffin. I don't remember where it came in that movie, because I love that movie. Chick flick, absolutely. Gotta love those. So I will play the song, and I hope you love the chords, because I think the chord changes make it sound absolutely spectacular. The first one I have it on is Song Setup, which brings it to Smoky Lounge. Smoky Lounge with a very nice saxophone. That was nice. song.
Very
Pretty song. And even if you just play it with the chords that are there, you can't go wrong with this song ever. But didn't some of those extra chords just add something really special to it? I found those in a jazz book and I love them. I think it makes it good. Are they super hard? No, but there is a lot of them. So get your sharp pencils out and let's go. Make that first F an F major 7. F capital M-A-J 7. Your two notes are E and F for 2 counts. Beat 3 over the B flat for fall. D or D7, dinosaur 7, which is C and D. Second measure over the F for love. G minor or G minor 7, which would be F, G, and B flat for 2 counts. Same measure, beat 3, C or C7, chicken 7. As you can see, we're pretty much doing 2 chords per measure. Third measure, make the very first beat an F major 7. E and F for 2 counts. Over the B flat, D or D7. Oops, I gotta let somebody in. There we go. C and D. All right, second line, make the G minor a G minor 7. F, G, and B flat. Remember, 7s are always optional. You don't need them, but they do add some pretty spice. The C or C7 is good. Line 2, second measure, make the F an F major 7, E and F for 2 counts. Beat 3 over the D for never, plain old B flat, butterfly flat. Cross out the D in the third measure and replace it with E flat or E flat 7, D flat and E flat for 2 counts. Beat 3, which is in between the notes. Now put your D or D7 back in. The last G minor, you may put a 7 on it. G minor 7, F, G, and B flat for the whole measure. Let's go to line 3. The C7 is good for the whole measure. Second measure, make that F an F major 7. Your 2 notes are E and F. Beat 3 over the F quarter note for the word world. B or B7, butterfly 7, A and B. Cross out the G minor and replace it with B flat major 7. B flat major 7 is A and B flat. Cross out the C and replace it with E.
Well, can you hold on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The G minor, replace it with what?
B flat major 7. Butterfly flat major 7, which is A and B flat.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Yes, you're welcome. And the C, cross it out and replace it with E flat 7, which would be D flat, dinosaur flat, and elephant flat. These 2 black keys right here. Having a hot flash. No, he's got the door open. I'm hot. Last line, cross out the F and replace it with A minor or A minor 7. C, G, A. Cross out the C minor. Do you see it? It's hidden there. And replace it with B flat, major 7. A and B flat, alligators and flat butterflies. Cross out the D and replace it with A minor 7 flat the 5th. Or C minor, either one works fine. The 4 notes for the A minor 7 flat 5 are A alligator, C chicken, E flat, elephant flat, and G gorilla in any order. Or you can just play C minor, C and E flat, and you'll be fine. That's good for 2 counts. Beat 3, which is in between the notes. Now put your D or D7 back in. G minor is good for the rest of the page. Are we good for the first page?
No,
Oh,
Dawn, on the third line,
yes.
the last measure, you cross
Last
out
measure.
C and put in what?
You cross out the C in the last measure and put in an E flat 7, elephant flat 7, which would be D flat, dinosaur flat, and E flat, elephant flat.
Right, thank you.
You're very welcome. Joanne, by the way, I have a book here for you.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to get John to come get it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not moving too well in a wheelchair here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, John, I missed some of the stuff on the second line. Can you go over that again?
Yes, line 2 on the first page. G minor may have a G minor 7. The C7 is fine. Second measure, the F is an F major 7, E and F for 2 counts. Beat 3 over the D for never, B flat, butterfly flat. Third measure, cross out the D and replace it with E flat or E flat 7 for 2 counts. Beat 3, which is in between the notes, put your D or D7 back in and put a 7 on the G minor.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Anybody else before we move on? Nope. We good? Okay. Second page. The D7 is good for 1 measure. Second measure, you may put a 7 on the G minor for 2 counts. Beat 3 over the D for warmth. D augmented. D-A-U-G. It spells Daug. Your notes are D, F sharp, and A sharp. It is a 3-fingered chord. D, dinosaur, F sharp, sharp frogs, A sharp, sharp alligators. The next measure, third measure of line 1, cross out the C and replace it with G minor or G minor 7. F, G, and B flat for 2 counts. Beat 3, put your C or C7 back in. Second line. F, make it an F major 7. E and F. Over the B flat for the word give, beat 3. D or D7, dinosaur 7. C and D. Second measure, first beat, G minor or G minor 7. F, G, B flat for 2 counts. Beat 3, C or C7. Measure 3, first beat, F major 7, E and F. Beat 3 over the B flat, D dinosaur or D7. The G minor can be a G minor 7, and the C7 is good just the way it is. Let's go to line 3. Make the very first F an F major 7, E and F. Beat 3 over the D for never. B flat or B flat 7, A flat and B flat. Second measure, cross out the D and replace it with E flat or E flat 7, D flat and E flat for 2 counts. Beat 3, put in a D or D7, put that one back in. The G minor, you may put a 7 on it, and the C7 is good. Line 4. Make the F an F major 7. This is the one chord you should actually have down pretty good by the end of the song. Third beat. First measure, third beat. Over the F for the word I, make it a B butterfly or a B7, A and B. The B flat, make it a B flat major 7, which is A and B flat. Third measure, cross out the D and replace it with A minor or A minor 7, C, G, A for 2 counts. Beat 3, put in a D or D7. Put that one back in on beat 3. The G minor is good for 2 counts. Cross out the C and cross out the B flat minor above it and replace it with E flat or E flat 7, D flat and E flat. Last line, make the F and F major 7, E and F. And the third beat of that measure over the B flat for the word fall, D or D7. And you may put a 7 on the G minor. If you notice, the G minor 7, C7, F is a very popular chord progression. Very popular chord progression. You will see it very often in songs. All right, how do we do on the second page? Pretty good? Okay. All right. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing good.
It was easier before.
Yeah.
That was.
Hey, this
Dawn,
is an
what song
advanced
are
class.
you doing?
It is my job to make sure that I push you. Yes.
What song are you playing? Are you on?
When I Fall in Love, Ken. All right. Now, I played it on Smoky Lounge, which is song setup. It also sounds good on Strings 101. Anywhere between 72 and 75 is perfect. It sounds good on Crazy Country. It sounds good on Love Ballad. It sounds good on Hawaiian Aloha. It sounds fabulous on Wonderful World. If you've got a smaller instrument, the easy 8-beat, which is under mellow, is fabulous. Gospel Guitar Heaven is excellent. And Wonderful World is the next one I'm going to actually play it on because it really does sound wonderful. So we're going to do Wonderful World for When I Fall in Love. Totally different flavor than the first one, but just as nice. So this is a song where, since we know it so very well, this is a song where we can explore all our different 4/4 backgrounds and yeah, keep it about 72 to 78, somewhere in that neighborhood, and just try and play some things that you normally wouldn't. I think people totally miss the boat on ballads. Try Hawaiian, try Latin. Slow those down because that can be a completely wonderful flavor for a ballad without even having to do much work. It just gives it something fresh. And anytime you can freshen up a song, it makes you think a little bit more, and that's always a wonderful thing. Any questions about When I Fall in Love or what is this thing called love? Gave you some good stuff to go work on. So
You played on Wonderful World. What was your tempo on that? Was it
that was
78,
74.
74?
74. Anything between 72, 78 is going to be absolutely fine. Good questions. But pretty much anything 4/4 is going to be just fabulous on this. Any sounds you want to try, any horns, any strings. You want to do it with just a guitarist background, that would be pretty too, or just a pianist background. Try different things and experiment. Get out of the box, and especially on a song like this that we know, those are the perfect songs to just try other things. All right, how are we doing on time? Good. We're going to start with When I Fall in Love, and I am going to do fingering. Next week, When You Wish Upon a Star. Now, yes, we've done this in another class, but there are some people who only come to this Tuesday class, so I will do it again. And I think that's going to probably be the only one that we do next week. If it looks like it's going to be, I may throw yesterday in, but we'll see. I like to do When I Fall in Love with just the one song, but that's okay. We'll see. So just be prepared for When I Fall in Love and possibly yesterday. All right, those of you who do not care about the fingering, I love you guys. Stay safe. Go to the beach. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys next week. The rest of you, stick around. I'm going to give some fingering for both songs.
Dawn, I don't,
Dawn,
Yes.
you said next Tuesday, the first time you said When You Wish Upon a Star.
Yes. What did I say? Something different?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, that's
No,
my
you're
mouth running off again without my
Okay.
brain being connected. It's the next
Right,
song,
thank
When
you.
You Wish Upon a Star. Yes.
Thank you.
Dawn, are you starting over with this book when we get done with it?
Yes, ma'am. I started all the books in the middle except for number 15. Number 15 is the only class that's Wednesday at 12:30 that I will be looking for suggestions, and some of you have already given me some for a new book, and in a couple of weeks I'll take those suggestions and we'll set them in front of everybody and kind of take a little bit of a head count. See what you guys want to do.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Yeah.
As far as, since we're so close to Christmas, we're 2 months away.
Mhm.
Can we do Christmas songs for a couple weeks?
We can. Or we could just throw a couple of them in without even, we could stay in this book and just throw in a couple Christmas songs. I am planning to do a Christmas song or two. I have to teach the variety class either the first or second week of November, which is the corporate Wednesday, Thursday class at 2 o'clock. So I'm trying to decide if I should do the Christmas songs, a couple of them, or if I should do, and I'm working on this one for Suzanne, what the one from ABBA,
Oh,
I Have a Dream, that one.
I have a dream, yeah.
Yeah, I Have a Dream, because that one I started working on and went, oh my gosh, I could actually do some really cool things with this song. So I'm actually thinking of using it for the variety class. So that's why I haven't gotten back to you on that one yet, Suzanne.
Okay, it's okay. I still can't play, so it's all right.
Oh, okay. Well, you will soon enough.
I'm just playing the chords right now. I'm just doing the chords till I can use my right arm again.
Okay. All right. Very
But
good.
I appreciate your getting back to me on that. That was fantastic. Thank you.
All you have to do is email me, and I always answer the emails to the best of my ability. So
Really appreciate it, John.
that's
Thank
what I'm
you.
here for. I actually love digging into some of these songs and doing some of these arrangements. And I told my Wednesday crooner class before we had shut down, I can't wait to retire so that I can spend a whole week on one song. I would love that. I would love that. And at this point, I still have too many songs to work on, so I'm giving you kind of the shortened versions of some of the arrangements and giving you a full creative run on how to arrange your own songs. But I love arranging songs. I think it's fun. All right, let's do some fingering for When I Fall in Love. C1, F2, B flat 5, A4, F2. C1, F2, B flat 5, A4. Second line, F2, G3, C1, F2, D5, C4, B flat 3, A2, G1. At the end of that held G, the middle of the next measure, put a check mark. You're going to lift your hand, reposition it. A3, B flat 4, C5, F1, 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 A3, G2, A3, B flat 4, C5, A3, B flat 4, C5, A3, B flat 4, C5. Check mark. New position. B flat 3, C4, D5, G1, G1, G1. Top of the second page, B flat 3, A2, B flat 3, C4, D5, B flat 3, C4, D5, B flat 3, D5, C4. Second line, C1, F2, B flat 5, A4, F2, C1, F2, B flat 5, A4, F2, G3. Third line, C1, F2, D5, C4, B flat 3, A2, G1, A2, B flat 3, next line C4, F1, 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 high E5, D4, low D1, high D5, C4, D5, B flat 3, G2. Now, if you wanted, you could put a check mark there and make the G a 4 or a 5. That would work as well. We have to go all the way down to the C1. F2, B flat 5, A4, F2, G3, F2. Okay, who'd I lose? You guys, anybody get lost or did you get them all?
Yep. Get 'em all.
Repeat that last line,
Yes.
please.
Yes, absolutely. C1, F2, B flat 5, A4, F2, G3, F2. Got it?
Mhm.
All right. All right, let's go back and do the other song. And do try it on your Miami beat and your Slumdoggy. That's kind of fun to play on that. All
Yeah.
right. I have two different sets of fingering. Oh boy. Let's try this. B flat 5, B flat 5, G3, G3, B flat 5, A flat 4, A flat 4, A flat 4, G3, G3, D sharp 2, E1. Circle it. You're going to tuck it under. B flat 5, B flat 5, G3, G3, B flat 5, B flat 5, A4, A flat 3, check mark, A flat 4, A flat 4, G3, G3, E flat 2, E flat 2, E flat 2. Top of the next page, C1. High E flat 4, E flat 4, C2, C2, E flat 4, E flat 4, F5, E flat 4, D3, check mark, D5, C4, A flat 2, A flat 2. C4, C4, B flat 3, A flat 2, G1. B flat 4, B flat 4, B flat 4, and in case I forgot one, B flat 4. G2, G2. Fourth line. B flat 4, B flat 4, C5, B flat 4, A flat 3. Check mark. A flat 2. Last line, A flat 2, G1, G1, high E flat 5, C3. Did I lose anybody?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Interesting song. It's just that a lot of people hadn't really heard of that one.
The second time when you used that, the Miami Beach.
Uh-huh.
And I thought you did it with Slumdog too.
Yeah, I did it with Slumdoggy the second time.
Yeah, I liked the one the second time,
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
but I preferred Miami Beach
Interesting.
with that.
Yep, interesting. But
So-
yeah, try them. Try what you've got. Research your instrument for the most exotic backgrounds that you'd say, I'll never play those. Well, guess what? This is a song you can pull out some of those that you thought you'd never use and try on this song. It'll make it sound really cool. And if you have to go to YouTube and listen to Ella Fitzgerald sing it, or Billie Holiday, or Barbara Streisand, she did a wild job on it. She really did a great job. And she kind of rewrote the whole thing. It was fun. Really, really cool. So I am having a good time researching songs that I never heard of before, because there's always something to learn about music. That's what I love about this hobby. All right. Yeah, if you guys are ready to go, I will see you next week. Some of you I will see tomorrow. Some of you I will see later at 2:30, Mr. David. And yep.
Thank you.
And
you, Dawn.
go to the beach and have a great time, and find a costume for Friday, so that this group shows up with costumes. I think that would be awesome.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you, Dawn. Talk to you
Thanks,
later.
Okay. Email me if you
Bye-bye.
have questions.
Sure
Bye.
will. Bye.